Yes. First do we because we are covering CA as a ethical CA, as a ethical practitioner, we must pay our we should pay our membership fee on time. Under section 20 of the Chartered Accountancy Act, there's a requirement of membership fees, which is annual, which we are supposed to pay. And in some cases, we have seen some members do not pay that on time, and it can result in unpleasant experience, like your name can be struck off from the members register, uh, and maybe you will get after you may register it afterwards, but during that period you are not a member at for that period. Again, you will not be able to generate UDIN, because attestation or any type of audit needs your UDIN. By now UDIN is a very common word. I am not going in detail of it. You cannot accept any type of assignment, audit assignment on the part if you are not a member, and you cannot do any kind of attestation also as a chartered accountant. Even the articles who are getting articleship done, they're also their period of articleship is also not counted because of your removal of name from the register. It's very unpleasant experience. So I'll suggest everyone, and it's a basic do for everyone, to pay your membership on time. Next very important, very important rather, because these this do serve many purpose. This too says that you have to communicate to the previous auditor before accepting any audit assignment. I have seen under section under clause 8 of part 1 of first schedule, it is very important for us to communicate to our previous auditors. Any audit we are taking up, especially in tax audit, we have seen people, CAs are taking NOC, we say normally, taking a communicating our previous auditor, and then taking up your any type of assignment. But I will suggest you is a do for you. It's a basic do again, because not only in tax audit, make sure that whichever assignment, audit assignment you are getting, just try. If it is not that NOC is required, it is on a safer side that you are going to talk to a previous auditor, any pendencies of fees is there, how the client is, because as a CA mate also, you should have that much of faith on the other CA, that he'll tell you, and you should also make sure that you'll tell other. And this transparency between the chartered accountant can be very helpful. And apart, as been mentioned here, clause 8 is very specific about it, and that you have to communicate, and especially in the tax audit. I have seen tax audit में भी कई बारी ऐसा हो जाता है, जैसे जिसमें NOC लेना भूल जाते हैं या NOC नहीं लेते कई लोग, तो फिर उसके बाद जब वो केस आगे फॉरवर्ड होता है इंस्टीट्यूट के पास, तो फिर वहां पे बहुत कॉम्प्लिकेशंस आ जाती हैं. बहुत सिंपल सी एक लेटर ही तो जाती है, जो आपको एक पहले रजिस्टर्ड लेटर का था, अब तो बिकॉज द रिवाइज कोड ऑफ कंडक्ट इज कमिंग, एंड रिवाइज कोड ऑफ ethics is definitely taking into the digital platforms. Your digital signature will be acceptable, even the mails, but the documentation should be there, evidence of your communication to the previous auditor, and then the NOC should be there, so that at least if any complication arises, there should be a proof of that. Again, third big basic do. When I'm saying big basic do, because I in a smaller town also, and in big towns also, in big cities also, it's a basic problem. As I mentioned, that in doing your audit, in just completing the task is so important for us that we forget sometimes that documentations are lapsed, and sometimes it happens, कई बारी ऐसा हो जाता है कि आपके पास प्रॉपर डॉक्यूमेंट्स नहीं होते हैं और उसके बाद भी आप फिर भी जल्दी जल्दी में, बिकॉज डेडलाइंस इतनी होती हैं और आप पे इतना प्रेशर होता है, यू आर एज अ चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट यू डू समटाइम्स ऑफ सम काइंड ऑफ अटेस्टेशन वर्क विदाउट टेकिंग केवाईसी। अगेन ये ऐसे काम है जिसपे आप अपने लिए एक डू बना लो कि ये तो मैंने करना ही नहीं है जब तक मुझे इसके रिलेटेड आपने अपना, ऑल्दो आई नो दैट पर्सन, फिर भी आपने उनका पैन नंबर, आधार कार्ड, जैसे कि अभी खुराना सर ने इन डिटेल बताया, कंपनी है तो या इंडिविजुअल है तो पार्टनरशिप है तो यू शुड हैव दैट डू इन योर लिस्ट, वेरी श्योर दैट, मेक श्योर कि ये चीजें तो आनी ही है। उसके अलावा क्योंकि ये कोई भी कॉम्प्लिकेशन आती है तो एज अ सीए हम देखते ही हैं उसकी जो डॉक्यूमेंटेशन है वही आपको सेव कर सकती है। और एथिक्स में भी हम स्पेसिफाई भी इसी रिलेटेड पॉइंट को कर रहे हैं सो दैट इन फ्यूचर हमारा वर्किंग स्टाइल डिफरेंट हो जाए। ऑल्दो अगेन I don't think I have come across many CAs, but I don't will not say कि CAs are unethical, but the type of the more working style and less documentation is creating a lot of unethical practices. Again, do make sure to complete your KYC norm, which is very, very important. SQC, which is Standard Quality Control. As you all have in detail, sir has also mentioned, but again, it is mandatory, not only in attestation work. Attestation तो आप कर ही नहीं सकते, करना है ही नहीं जब तक आपके पास उस बंदे की डिटेल्स, उसकी KYC नहीं आती है. And also other audit assignments. ठीक है, तो नेक्स्ट इज सम डूज. अब हमने जैसे डूज की बात करी, there should be some don'ts, and these don'ts are like common errors which I have seen, which can result in misconduct, so we should make sure that these don'ts should not be there. अभी Sana ma'am ने भी refer करा, so one big don't was coming from that also, that we should not use, we are not supposed to use any multiple designation or combination of degrees, any permutation or any combination. Under Section 20 of Chartered Accountancy Act, we are only allowed to use Chartered Accountancy exclusively as a designation. We may be CS, we may be an advocate or a work accountant, a cost and work accountant. But again, if we are referring, if we are representing as a chartered accountant, we have to use that designation only. First don't. Next is big don't. We should not accept any audit assignment which is based on uncertain outcome or on a percentage basis. बहुत बारी होता है ऐसा, और बहुत सारे ऑडिट असाइनमेंट्स ऐसे होते हैं जिसपे हम सीएस कहीं ना कहीं अपनी पार्टनरशिप से समझ लेते हैं और कह देते हैं कि चलो इतना % ले लेंगे. कई बारी मैंने देखा है लोन में भी, लोन की प्रोसेसिंग में भी, फाइनेंसिंग में भी कई बार ऐसे परसेंटेज वाली एक्सेप्टेंस होती है, बट इट इज अगेन अ बिग डोंट. वी शुड नॉट यूज, एंड वी are again there is a misconduct which can attract us. Earlier, as I mentioned, the regulators were less. The series of work we were doing were okay, but that was not coming under the attention. Now, because the data mining is so much, there is a lot of chances of us to get involved in all this, and any involvement in these types of complexities create a lot of hassle for even the institute, for the council also, to decide which CA is right and which CA is not right, or if the third party is involved, then there can be a jurisdiction going, and it can create a lot of embarrassment also. So on a safer side, we should not accept any audit assignment which is again uncertain or based on outcome. Like in some cases, there is a cost optimization work also. I'll not go to that again. Make sure these don'ts are not into your life. The next don't is don't supply any piece of information to the institute. We have seen institute call for a certain kinds of information, if any cases, case studies or cases there, or even in MEF also. Apart also, if anything has been, in any information is being called, maybe some sources must have linked up somewhere, and you know that information you are providing to your institute is false, you are again making a misconduct. So it's till now we have not seen any serious consequences. We have seen it is like internal body institute have been very liberal, but giving any piece of information is a record on forever. So make sure that, and when you know it is false, don't provide it, and only supply the piece of information which is correct. So go for your only ethical practices. Don't use any type of unethical practice. Again, I have seen it's a very common query which happens in most of the cases. Client being our like delegate everything on us, gives us their money and tell us that to deposit our tax, stamp duty ले लेना आप, हमारे behalf पे आप tax की payment कर देना, हमारे behalf पे advocate से case की litigation करवा लो. तो ये सब होता रहता है, and in these पूरे entire process में we get that client money unknowingly. If we start using it for like settling our own dues, again a misconduct is attracted. Make sure you do not use the client money and keep it in a separate account. सेपरेट बैंक अकाउंट हो, उसमें पैसे रखवाना. कभी भी क्लाइंट का पैसा जो उसने आपको टैक्स की पेमेंट के लिए दे रखा होगा, या लीगल फीस के लिए, या कोई स्टैम्प ड्यूटी लेनी है, कोई लिटिगेशन चल रहा होगा, तो उसके रिलेटेड अगर कोई पेमेंट उसने आपको हैंडओवर करी है, डोंट यूज इट फॉर योर ओन सेटलमेंट, because again this is a big misconduct, and using that money can again call for complications, which I'm sure will attract a lot of penalties. So it's again big no. Yes, in between I was this was a certain do's and